Welcome to another episode of Bella in Your Business. My name is Bella Vasta, and today we got something special for you. We are continuing the AI chat with Miss Kelly Noble Marabella, talking about AI in your pet business. If you were recently a part of the hiring for AI with the pet business, you saw my big announcement that we are going to be actually focusing all on AI in the Jump Mastermind the month of July in 2023. And not only that, but if this interview excites you, which I know it will, you can also get some Kelly in your life one-on-one inside the mastermind as we talk about it all month long. As always, if you like this episode, please don't forget to subscribe, share, and of course, leave a review if you get a moment. You guys, Kelly has been over a decade of experience in digital marketing, social media marketing. She's a top chat marketer. In fact, she was actually the top trainer for ManyChat for a couple of years, an educator specializing in content marketing and digital marketing strategy. Kelly is the co-author of Digital Etiquette for Dummies. She has, yes, if you're watching the video, you can see it right behind her. She has worked with renowned companies such as Ecamm, Agora Pulse, ManyChat, Outbound Engine on projects ranging from content development and courses to video and promotional projects. So when I say that this person understands how to leverage software in a marketing perspective to have the most bang for your buck, it's an understatement. So Kelly, thanks for being here and thanks for joining and just having this discussion.
Thanks so much for having me. I feel so underdressed compared to you. Look so gorgeous today, and I look like I'm going to the beach.
I have mascara, lip gloss, and my pajama shorts on underneath.
Okay, I feel better now.
Thank you. My hair's very greasy, but thank you. No, girl. This is just how we do, and you know that. So AI is not a new thing, but it is important for businesses to leverage it. And we kind of see all these things popping up everywhere. Like Canva says they have their AI, like ClickUp says they have their AI. Why is it important for businesses to leverage it? And is it really that big of a deal that all these companies have AI? Like, is it all considered the same? Like, break it down for people, because I think they get excited about it.
Yeah, well, it can be really overwhelming too, because when something gets hot, it's like everywhere. And so I think the important thing to note is that we are at a place in kind of technological advancement where AI is definitely a thing and it's not going to slow down. In fact, it will be hyperspeed from now on. So if you kind of are sitting in the back, kind of like, I'll wait and see what happens, you're already behind. So is it important for businesses to be jumping on this, regardless of what industry you're in? I do think there's an application, and I think having an understanding of how to use it is great. But you mentioned, all of these different companies like your Canvas, and then you have everyone's heard of ChatGPT and, ClickUp. They all have these AI kind of starting to be intertwined. And the smart companies that are out there, these software companies, they really are utilizing AI because they see that it can help their clients. But I think for you as a business owner, the important thing to note is that you don't have to use them all, because they're intertwined in a lot of the popular software that you're probably already utilizing. You just use the ones that work best for you, but it's going to do a lot for you. So yes, absolutely be using them. Absolutely, it's important. And don't sit back and, wait and see, because you will be so far behind, it will hurt your business.
You heard it here first, jumpers. Do not step back and wait and see. Just keep, really get to know all about it. Like I said, we're going to be talking all about it in the mastermind. You can sign up for 1 month for all I care, just to hear about it and then get out if you don't want to be in it every single month. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be?
It's amazing.
But you really need to just educate yourself, guys. We are at the paradigm shift, and we talked about this just when we went from Encyclopedia Britannica to Google, it is literally it's here, and it's not going away. Like Kelly said, it's just going to get even faster. So speaking of which, I mean, can you shed some light on the history of AI in our lives? Because I think some people think that this is a brand new spanking thing, and it just happened right now and it's a fad and it'll go away. There's a lot of people, I think, with that mindset. So can you set us straight if one of us is thinking that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think because it's such a hot topic right now, it seems like it's all just new and flashy and stuff. And I get it. I have always been really into emerging tech. So I've been an early adopter of things. And I've been using AI for, I mean, as we see it today, like your ChatGPT style, I've been using AI for over 2 years.
Yep.
And that doesn't mean that it hasn't been around longer in a setting where businesses can use it. That just means it's been around a while and it's not going anywhere. And as someone who's been utilizing it in the way you kind of see it today for the past 2 years, I can tell you that it is moved so fast in the last just the year, just this year, not full circle year 365, but like in the last several months, 2023, it has moved so fast comparative to the last 2 years that this is not a trend. It is not a fad. It is not going away. I'll give you some examples of how AI is used today. And it actually goes back to what you mentioned I'm also an expert in, which is chat marketing. Chat marketing has utilized AI technologies for quite a long time. And I've been doing chat marketing for 7 years. So that gives you even more background into like how these technologies are kind of advancing. And if you just think of like simple tech that you use every day, your Siris, your Alexas and all like your voice activated AI, those utilize some portions of AI and it's using more now than in the past. So they're getting smarter and they're being able to utilize data and understand your voice and your likes and your dislikes. But even if you look at Google and the way that you search, Google has been utilizing AI and algorithmic, can't talk today, technologies to better serve you and give you the type of responses to your search queries that are best for you. So if you were to go into incognito mode and search the same thing, you're going to get completely different answers. Same with if you go to Amazon, you are shown a certain type of product based off your search history. Your front page is different than everyone else. Some of this is AI, some of this is different types of technology, but more and more, they're going to be leaning on these AI tools. So is it new? No. Is it becoming more accessible to the everyday business owner? Absolutely. And that should excite you.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely exciting seeing how there's like the raw form. And then with all the open APIs, we were just talking with Dustin Strout from
I was just in
Magi.
his tool. I was literally just in Magi.
Right? Magi is amazing. And it's interesting how we've seen, there's like the raw form. I don't even know how to talk about this properly. Maybe you do, but like, it's like the raw form of all of the artificial intelligence. But then because they have an open API, which means that software companies can then take that raw form and adapt it into their things. It's kind of mind-blowing, right? And what people need to understand is that it all kind of starts off as a basis from the same thing. It's just sprouting off different places, which I think is fascinating because the possibilities are endless, right?
Absolutely. And if you are utilizing tools that are using AI, most likely they're using similar APIs. There's a couple of big players out there, but the important thing is that these software companies, your Canvas, your Jaspers, your Magi's, they are training the software to use the AI in the best way possible for that software. And that's going to make your life easier as you utilize those different softwares.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So what are, and I feel like we just flirted with this, but what are ways that small businesses have successfully used the AI, like other than maybe just say chatbots? And side note, you guys, if you've ever experienced Jumpy Bot, which is my chatbot on Facebook, Kelly's helped us with that. She helped make Jumpy Bot have like a personality and of course make it work. So, we've been doing this a little bit, but where are businesses implementing this right now?
Oh man, it's such a big breadth of how you can use it. I do like a bi-monthly webinar that people come in and I show them how to use just ChatGPT, just your basic AI tool that everyone knows about. And you can use it for free, how to use it for things outside of blogging. Because I do think a lot of people look at this like a ChatGPT or a Magi or something like, oh, I can use it to write blogs. Yeah. And that's it. And it's so much bigger than that. I've been able to show people how to do translations. I've been able to, recently, I taught a whole bunch of people how to train ChatGPT with your specific brand voice. And
Mhm.
so anything you write in the future, any emails, any social media content, any brainstorming you want to do for workshops or even for blog writing, I think is the simplest form.
Mhm.
Anything you do is perfectly aligned with your value proposition, your brand voice, who you are targeting specifically, their pain points. And
Yep.
so your content goes from like, I personally have an understanding of my business, and that's something I can sit here and write exactly what I want to write, but it will take me hours. Or I can ask something like ChatGPT or Magi or Jasper to write me things, and it will be okay. But what if I trained it the way I just told you can do? And now I have website copy, I have landing pages, I have call to actions, I have assets I can give to my clients, I have lead magnets that are all written perfectly every single time. So those are just some of the examples that you can do with these tools that, I mean, it's so far reaching that if I sat here, I could sit here for hours and tell you the different ways to utilize it. But the important thing is that you basically can multiply yourself and even make yourself better.
Yeah.
So like, I have 16 years of digital marketing experience. So how do I translate that? Like if you only have 2 years of owning your business and you're not a natural marketer,
Yep.
you have your expertise, but you might not have marketing expertise. Well, then lean on something like a ChatGPT to say, you could tell it, hey, you're my marketing expert now, or you're my copywriting expert. I need you to help me get this stuff out of my brain and then make sense of it. And it can do that. So that alone to me is like, I literally, I have spent, I mean, it's noon my time right now. And I have been on various AI tools since like 9 a.m. this morning, just like blowing out tons of content for various clients and doing all kinds of madness. So
That's
it's a
amazing.
power tool for sure.
I think the thing that sounds the best about that, Kelly, is that it takes the ability to be having to be creative away.
Mhm.
And so many business owners, I mean, we're stressed out, we're overwhelmed, we're overworked, burning the candle on both ends of the stick. Our
Yep.
kids are interrupting us every 10 or
Right?
15 minutes in the summer. So it's really hard to stay on that creative flow, right? To even get to the
Absolutely.
creative flow. So when you're able to leverage a tool like this, and I can't help but say, Kel, I don't remember exactly what we have you talking about when it comes to AI in July, but I want to make sure we add to that list a little crash course on that, how to teach it how to talk like you.
I
Because
think that's what we might be doing. Cause to me, that's like the most powerful thing. Cause if
well,
you can
let's just say
train it
that's what
in
we
your
are doing
brain,
then. Yeah,
yeah, like
I
if
need
you
that
can
training.
train it to do that, just imagine, like, here's the thing. I mentioned I've been doing digital marketing pretty much my entire career.
Yeah.
And the most important thing, anyone who's worth their green,
Uh-huh.
their expertise
Just
in
sound like the
marketing.
brand.
Yeah, you need to be consistent with your content. You have to have stuff going out on various platforms, and consistency is so important. But like you said, many hats are being worn out there. And I don't know about you, but I'm okay. Listen, squirrel, right? Like constantly something is coming up. I need to focus on putting a fire out of my family, my business, whatever. The last thing I need to do is always be thinking about like the next blog or the next social media post, but it has to be done if you want to stay relevant out there. So it's just another way to mimic your brand personality, basically duplicate yourself. You ever see the movie Multiplicity?
Yes.
The youngins are going to be like, I don't know what that is. Go watch it. It's hilarious. Michael Keaton, brilliant. But he basically figures out a way to multiply himself. And I'm like, listen, this is like that, except you don't have another Kelly running around, which would be bananas.
And see, your AI, I'm sure it has the word bananas as part of the
It
vernacular,
does.
because that's like, that's a word you use all the time. And I love
Yes.
it. It's Kelly when you hear bananas.
Mhm.
Okay. So who should be learning AI in a small business setting?
Well, I mean, it depends on how big your business is, right? If you are the one man show, one woman show, you need to be the one that's learning this. And I know it sounds daunting. Oh gosh, I have to learn this new thing. But honestly, it's really not that hard once you play with it and you get the basics down.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of people will just get on, they'll try it, it'll fail because they're not doing it correctly. And then they're like, it doesn't work. This
Right.
is this horrible tech. If you learn how to do it correctly, it'll save you so much time. It's worth the time and investment And by investment, I mean
Worth the
time.
learning curve.
The learning curve, right? And it's really not that bad once you learn kind of those basics. And if you are like more than a one-man show, maybe you have a small team, then whoever's in charge of your content should be the first person to learn them, learn about it. But I think everyone should really get at least somewhat of a working knowledge of these tools, because it really is not going anywhere. It's like when the internet became a thing and everyone's like, oh, the internet, you know, it's going to go away. It's not going away.
It's going to change the way you do life. Absolutely.
Yeah,
My brain is going so fast. Oh, like right now while you're talking, I'm thinking about, oh my gosh, that was a really good thing that you just said. And I'm like, I should write it down. And then this is my brain thought process. I'm like, oh, 12-minute mark. No. I'm going to put this into video.video.ai, where it takes all of it. And then it makes me like little clips of my whole entire thing, because it reads it and it gives me captions, and it's like, do you want it horizontal? Do you want it vertical? Oh, I don't even need to do this stuff anymore. And it's like, and I know you use that a lot too. And guys, like, I know there's a lot of you out there right now that are doing celebrations for your 5-year, 10-year anniversaries. And you're doing interviews online. Like, there are so many ways. We're not just talking about writing, right?
Oh, no. I mean, absolutely not.
We're talking about everything. I was just online with a chatbot on Victoria's Secret because my order didn't come the other day. And I'm like, you know, and you kind of know you're talking to them, but they did do a good job of directing me to the right person, so that when I did get a human, I was talking to a human and solving a problem with critical thinking, right?
Yes.
So it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is. And I actually use AI with my video stuff more than even the writing stuff, to be fair. I do a lot of video. Video is so powerful. And like you said, like if we're doing this, I'm using a tool to transcribe it, to summarize it, to cut it up, to create like all kinds of things, you know, create show notes, and everything is done by AI now. I'll give you a quick example of how I use it. That's kind of a unique use case. So I'm an Amazon influencer, and right now Amazon's doing this special thing for influencers that for every Inspire video, which is like a short form video on Amazon, they're going to, for every qualifying video that you do in the month of June, they're going to pay like $150. So I'm like, man, I don't have time to record a whole bunch of new videos, but I have like 200 videos that are horizontal. Well, they want, you know, short vertical. So I use a tool called Opus AI, and I just put my YouTube links in, and it literally creates vertical snippets. And I've been able to upload 20 new Inspire videos that I can submit. And it took maybe an hour to do 20. And the hour was just waiting for it to process. It's just a matter of like grabbing the link, throwing it in. It's just wild. And you can do that with any old YouTube video, and it'll just like create these short form videos. It's wild. And with like the captions and everything, super fun.
$3,000 an hour. Sure. Sign me up.
No, totally free. Oh yeah.
That's what you made. I'm over here doing the numbers.
Yeah, well, I think they cap it at like $2,000, but still, like I made like $2,000. Yeah. It like was nothing. And I didn't have to shoot any new video, which is so nice, because I just don't have time right now.
That's a really good point. That's very inspiring to me, actually. That's beautiful.
It's just the repurposing of content, you know, like short form video is so huge right now.
Yep.
And I love doing it, honestly, but sometimes I'm just too busy. I have clients I have to manage, you know, me too. Many hats, friends. I get it. Trust me. And when I have to go take care of their stuff, I can't always take care of myself, but I have to take care of my stuff.
Right.
So that's what I do, is I'll just go get old videos on YouTube that still are relevant, and I'll throw them into these tools. And now I have short form video. I'll put it over into Agora Pulse or whatever scheduler, and boom, done. I don't have to think about it anymore. All my content's done for the month for myself. I can go focus on other stuff.
Right. Which is a good question for all y'all to think about. When was the last time you reused content that you've already got? Okay. And you could even talk about, you know, the Better Marketing with Bella program, all that stuff that we give you that you put out, whatever's working really well, repurpose it. Right.
Absolutely.
So let's kind of like tie this up with a bow, and then we're gonna, you know, dig into a lot more in the mastermind, use and abuse you in there. But if there's a business owner out there listening right now, and they're kind of like, that sounds interesting, but I don't know where to get started. How would you suggest they get started? And I'm not necessarily saying like this tool, but I'm saying like, how would they assess in their head the avenue of AI they would go down?
I think for that, first and foremost, obviously, if they're in the pet industry, they need to be signing up for your mastermind because they're going to learn it, all the things. But I understand what you mean. So I guess the important thing is like, I would ask myself, what is the most impactful marketing medium? If we're talking marketing, because it could be like, where do I need the most help? Most
Mhm.
people I would guess need help with their marketing because it's very
Mhm.
time consuming. That's what I hear from people.
Yeah,
They didn't
sure.
realize it was a full-time job, but it is. But figure out what was the most impactful medium. So is it
Uh-huh.
blogs? Most likely not blogs for most people. It's going to be
Right.
video or Instagram content, whatever that is,
Yep.
and then go to the tool that helps with that. Or
Yep.
what is the most the thing that takes the most of your time? Is it writing emails? Then you just need like a chat GPT, train it on your voice, and it becomes your personal assistant to write emails for, responses to
Yep.
people. I do that all the time. Like literally I will be like, answer this email for me. And it was like, here it is. Or is it productivity? Well, then you're going to use like a tool like ClickUp and learn how the AI can help kind of maneuver everything. So really, where is the gap in your business? What's sucking all the life out of you? What do you hate doing?
Yes.
Like let's find solutions to those things. And there is absolutely a tool. So the first question is, what do I need help with? Like, where is the time suck? And then here's the tools that can help with that.
I love it. It's awesome. You heard it here first, you guys. This is how you start. So we're not just, giving you all this amazing information. Where is your pain point in your business? Let's identify that. Then we can identify what direction you can go to help solve that. And I love
Absolutely.
that too. And especially if you're a jumper in the mastermind, we can definitely help guide you there. I have a lot of people right now that are, they're trying to perfect their hiring process. Right. And they're
Mhm.
like, well, I want to hire and find out if someone is detail oriented, but I don't know what to ask them. Well, guess what?
I
or
mean,
or
we
they're
could
like,
definitely do that.
reviewing their hot weather policies right now because it's the summer and they want to like update their handbook, but it was written by a lawyer or it was technically written. Guess what? It passed the bar by like 90% or something, chat GPT.
Mhm. Yeah,
Like,
4.
it
Make
can
sure you use 4.
yeah, yeah. It can just translate stuff. So figure out what that pain point is. That was great advice, Kelly. We're so glad that you're here.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to get more of you in the mastermind this month.
Yeah,
So
it's
thank
gonna
you
be
for
fun.
that. You guys, if you want to learn more about the mastermind, go to jumpconsulting.net/mastermind. And we can get you right on in there. You can use Bella25 for a $25 off a month coupon code.
Nice.
Kelly, where can people get in on those free trainings that you were talking about too, that you have?
So I am on summer hiatus until probably September. So actually
Okay.
your mastermind's the last training that I am going to be doing till September. Hey, but I'm always throwing out new content everywhere at Stellar 24/7. So I'm on TikTok at Stellar 24/7. I'm on Instagram, I'm
Everywhere.
on Facebook, and my website, stellar247.com. So just stay up with what's up. And I'm always giving tips on Instagram, especially. So
Yeah. Yeah. You're really good at that. You keep up with it really well. And I'm sure it's all AI generated
I
too.
mean, a lot of it is. I'm not gonna lie. If you want to see some AI content, go check out my Instagram, like all the
Yeah.
captions.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Kel, thanks so much for being on the show. You
Thanks for
guys,
having me.
don't forget that when life gets you down, to always keep jumping, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye.